What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode on the College Underdogs YouTube channel. I am going to go over my top 10 G5 wide receivers. Before I do that, please hit like on this video. Please hit subscribe. I'm trying to get to 5,000. Let's get to 5,000 subscribers by week 1, 5K by Labor Day. If you're new here, please hit subscribe. Turn those notifications on. I promise you, you won't regret it, especially if you are a Group of 5 football fan. We are the #1 channel on YouTube for G5 football. So without further ado, let's get into the top 10. Coming in at number 10 is Pofele Ashlock out of Hawaii. Pofele in his freshman year had 83 receptions, 832 yards, and 9 touchdowns. It was kind of surprising that he stayed at Hawaii because a lot thought he would hit the transfer portal. He is from North Texas, kind of Fort Worth area out of Euless. So he's primed for a big-time sophomore season in Timmy Chang's run-and-shoot offense. Number 9, give me Jalen Moss out of Fresno State. Yes, Fresno State fans, I know you got gypped on the running backs video. That was just my bad. I got to stand by it, though. I put it out there. But Moss had 55 catches for 706 yards and 6 touchdowns. Also another freshman. I'll tell you what, both these first two, 10 and 9, they could end up 1 and 2 by the end of this season. I think they're both primed for breakout sophomore seasons. Number 8, another Hawaii Rainbow Warrior, Stephen McBride. Stephen McBride spent pretty much his whole career at Kansas. I think he was there for 3 years before transferring to Hawaii last season. Had 63 catches, over 1,000 yards, 9 touchdowns. He was also a threat in the return game. They used him a little bit in the return game. A very big deep threat in that run and shoot offense. He can get behind and really stretch the defense. And at number 7, give me Demir Blankumsey out of Memphis. The Toledo transfer last year had 53 catches, 901 yards, and 7 touchdowns. I'll tell you what, this Memphis offense is going to be deadly this year. Arguably 2 of the best weapons. One of them is Demir Blankumsey. As you can see on his highlight reel, this dude can go. Coming in at number 6 is Caden Robinson out of App State. The UCF transfer from a few years ago. Last year really put it all together at App State with 67 catches, 905 yards, 10 touchdowns. Big body, big target. Aguilar coming back at quarterback. I think this 1-2 punch is going to be pretty deadly in the Sun Belt Conference, and I think they're ultimately going to give App State an opportunity to make some noise for that playoff bid. And at number 5, give me Sean Atkins out of USF. The former walk-on had a breakout season last year in Golish's veer and shoot offense. Him and Byron Brown really clicked all season. He had 92 receptions, over 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns. I think he's going to build on that. And I wouldn't be shocked if we see Atkins in the Burlsworth conversation given to the best former walk-on player in the country. Looking forward to seeing how him and Byron Brown come into 2024. At number 4 is Jalen Royals out of Utah State. The Aggie really burst onto the scene in 2023. Did not record a single stat in 2022 and then explodes last year for 71 catches, over 1,000 yards, and 15 touchdowns. Those 15 receiving touchdowns, I think, were second in the nation. Very interested to see how he does in his follow-up season to last year's campaign, especially with some of the drama they got going on with their coaching situation at Utah State. Now for the top 3, at number 3 is Rock Taylor, the second Memphis Tiger on this list. I told you they are loaded with the weapons for Seth Hennigan coming into his 4th year. Rock Taylor, last season, 69 catches, almost 1,100 yards, 4 touchdowns. This dude's a beast. 6'3", probably 220, 225. Reminds me a lot of Traylon Burks from the University of Arkansas, if you remember, any of you ever watched him, or even some of those big receivers Ole Miss used to bring in, like the DK Metcalfs and A.J. Browns. At number 2 is Ricky White, the UNLV running Rebel. White transferred from Michigan State a couple years ago. Last year had a breakout season with 88 catches, almost 1,500 yards and 8 touchdowns. Tremendous deep threat. Very, very tough for me determining between these top 2 and really these top 3. But looking forward to seeing how he plays with the transfer UNLV got at quarterback. And finally, at number 1, Colorado State's Torrey Horton. Horton really put himself on the map last year in that Colorado game. There were so many eyes on that game. He played so well. They almost got the upset. He did finish the season with 96 catches, over 1,100 yards, and 8 touchdowns, which was good enough to get him some pretty lucrative offers to get in the portal this offseason. His coach announced this week that Kansas State and a couple others were offering near $600,000 to get him to transfer. He chose to stay at Colorado State. Let's see what he does in 2024. And there you have it, my top 10 G5 wide receivers. Let me know in the comments if you agree, disagree, why or why not. Who did I leave out? Who should not be on my list? What part of my list needs to be reordered? I love to get your feedback and opinions on this stuff. Drop them in the comments right now. Make sure to like the video. Make sure to hit subscribe. Let's get to 5K before Labor Day. And until next week, that's it for me, Trey Smith, College Underdogs.